Today's video is going to be a bit different as it's not a tutorial video, but it is an informational and educational video. So for those of you who do not know, I have a background in dental assisting. Up until this year, I was pursuing a career in dental hygiene, but as I have looked more into the ADA and just the medical field, dental field as a whole, I don't feel comfortable working in it. And so I have moved to education, which is fitting for this video. So a couple of things that we're going to be doing today is debunking different standards that are placed by the ADA, different recommendations within the dental field, and discussing the toxicities of different things and replacements for those. So, first of all, fluoride. Fluoride. If you have not already heard, fluoride causes major neurological deficits. Fluoride is not necessary in any world, in any time. We have fluoride in our water, we have fluoride in our fruits and vegetables, and that is enough. You don't need fluoride in your toothpaste, you don't need it in your mouthwash. It is not true. If you are wanting something to strengthen enamel, a very good replacement that is actually better rather than even equal or lesser, it is better, is hydroxyapatite. Hydroxyapatite has been used in different countries in Europe for years, and they have actually gone completely away from fluoride because fluoride is toxic and hydroxyapatite is not. The difference in the way that it works, hydroxyapatite, so you have your tooth here and say it's porous, it needs to fill in that enamel. Hydroxyapatite goes in and it fills in the enamel, strengthening your tooth. Here's your porous tooth again, and this is fluoride. Fluoride comes in and it covers it up, but it's more of a temporary fix because it washes away throughout time. And so that is why hydroxyapatite is actually better. But again, as of now, there are no known toxins, no known negatives to using hydroxyapatite. That being said, you don't have to use either. It's just if you do want to brush your teeth with something that can strengthen your teeth. Number 2 is toothbrushes. The only purpose of a toothbrush is to remove plaque. And so the motion of the toothbrush, the way that the bristles rub against your teeth, it aids in removing that plaque. But for hundreds of years, there is a stick that is called a miswak that people have been using and still are using in different countries like in Africa, India, places like that. They still use the miswak. It is a stick that you can find or buy. It's very cheap, and you chew on it. When you chew on it, it releases different antibacterial, antifungal properties, and so it actually aids in preventing plaque buildup and tartar buildup, and it aids in different bacteria growth within your tonsils, within your gums, everything like that. And so you chew on it, and when you chew on it, it breaks apart and it scratches all of the plaque and tartar off of your teeth. And it is effective. If that's something that you're interested in looking into, people still use them and people still recommend them. Aside from that, even if you don't have a miswak or you're not wanting to use a toothbrush for some reason, you can use a rag, you can use a towel, you can use a tissue, anything to get that plaque off of your teeth. Aside from that, flossing is still recommended to go between the teeth because it's the best way of removing something. The miswak, when it breaks apart, actually can fit between your teeth, and so that's another reason that is beneficial. So with that being said, I do not use a miswak. I use a toothbrush, but if that's something that you're interested in, it is recommended by a lot of people. It's definitely not going to cause you any problems as long as you're still getting the plaque off in every single, every portion of your tooth. Moving on, now we have gone through fluoride, we've gone through toothbrushes. Let's go on to toothpaste. This is a toothpaste that we have been using and I really, really like it. Burt's Bees products I like. I don't know that their company is as good as they say they are, but with that being said, I do like this toothpaste. I had been looking for a fluoride-free toothpaste, and this one is great. They use all natural essential oils for the peppermint in it. This one is not tested on animals. It's made without sulfates, triclosan, and parabens. Those are typically a texture thing, and they also help with like bubbling and stuff like that, which are not necessary. Has no artificial flavors or sweeteners. It has no preservatives, no dyes. And this is one thing that I was really interested in, and I didn't realize this, but when you have toothpaste and they have those little beads in them, those are plastic microbeads, which, you're not ingesting toothpaste, but some of it does go down, and I don't want to be ingesting plastic. And so this toothpaste is free of plastic microbeads, which is amazing. Another toothpaste that is really good is the Lumino. We used this for a little while, but they don't sell it on, so they don't sell the Lumino on store shelves, and I prefer to buy things from a store than I do to ordering things online. So that is why I have not gotten any more Lumino, but this is fantastic. They use a couple of things that I really like. For example, they use xylitol. Xylitol is a plant-derived sweetener, but it actually helps in strengthening your teeth instead of turning into acid and breaking down your enamel, which again is fantastic. They do also use different oils. They use the hydroxyapatite, and they use coconut oil. And so that moves me on to the next topic of conversation, which is coconut oil and whitening your teeth. So teeth whitening strips that you can get, they have a lot of toxins in them. Typically, if you're getting those, you're not getting them to be toxin free. They have dyes, they have fragrances, they have flavors, they have all different kinds of things. Some of them have the charcoal, and they have baking soda, which I will go into in just a minute. But none of those things are good for your health, and they're really not that great for your teeth either, because it breaks down your enamel over time, which is why when you whiten your teeth you get sensitivity. It's because it's bad for your enamel. Coconut oil, however, can be used in a method called oil pulling. And so what this does is latches onto the stains that are on the surfaces of your teeth, and it actually pulls them off of the surface of your tooth. Now, if you're trying to get rid of stains that are deep into your teeth, you're going to have that done professionally, and it's going to be with different toxins, and that'll just be something you'll have to deal with. But if you're wanting to whiten your teeth, just the stains, remove the stains off of your teeth, then oil pulling is a fantastic source. I do it, and you just take about a tablespoon or so of coconut oil, you put it in your mouth, you swish it around for about 5 to 10 minutes, which I know seems like a long time, but you do it that long with whitening strips anyway, and this is natural, and it does work very well. Other ways that you can whiten your teeth naturally are eating more antioxidant rich foods, because the antioxidants, as they remove toxins and different chemicals and bad things from your body, they also remove the stains out of your teeth as well. Again, these are all surface stain removers, but that's what most people who are whitening with what they can buy at the store, that's what they're wanting to remove anyway. Now, like I said, I would go back to baking soda and charcoal. Those things are fine in their own, they're not toxins, but for your teeth, they are too abrasive and they scratch your enamel. So if you're trying to do something natural, those are not good sources for your teeth, or good resources, for your teeth. They will hurt your teeth. You do not buy a toothpaste with those in them and think, oh, this is great. It is not. at all. Cannot scratch that stuff on your teeth. You can apply it onto your tooth, allow it to sit, and then rinse it out as carefully as you possibly can so it doesn't scratch your enamel. And some people even say, well, if it's not for too long, if I'm not doing it for, an extended period of time, or not extended period of time, if I'm not doing it consistently and regularly, then it's not really that bad for my teeth. It's fine. I don't do it because I already have sensitive teeth and I don't want to break my enamel away anymore, when there are other methods of whitening that I can use. Next topic is mouthwash. Mouthwash that has alcohol in it has recently had a lot of research done on it, and they have found that it is actually causing cancer, oral cancer. And the reason for that is because our mouth is not, the tissue is not strong enough to take alcohol on it, and so it's ripping open your gums, your cheeks, your tongue, and then that allows for a mutation of the cells because they're trying to find something stronger that can withstand the regular broken effects from mouthwash with alcohol. And so that is how cancer forms. With that being said, you don't need a mouthwash, not for your teeth. Now, if you're having problems with your gums or you're wanting to do like a thieves wash, or an apple cider vinegar rinse or something like that to keep down the bacteria, that's great. Those things are not going to hurt your teeth as long as they're being diluted properly. So, a great product is thieves oil. That can be applied onto your toothpaste. It can be used in a water diluted rinse. And thieves just helps again to cut down on the fungal growth and bacterial growth. And so thieves is great. It can even help to break away tartar in thinner forms of it. And it does help to decrease the buildup of plaque in your mouth. And apple cider vinegar I use in a rinse because I am prone to tonsil stones, and so I use it. It's just about a cap full and a full cup of water, and you just go through and you rinse. Another thing, if you're having bleeding from your gums, if you have any mouth sores, and this is a common home remedy, but it's recommended even by people in the dental field, they tend to recommend this before anything else, is saltwater rinses. Saltwater rinses are phenomenal in cutting down on bacteria. I like to use kosher salt. Zach has actually had to go to the dentist and had some deep cleanings. He is having trouble with his gums and stuff, and so we've realized when he uses the saltwater rinses every night, his gums stop bleeding completely. Now, if he stops doing them, then it comes back because he does need some dental work done. But it is helpful, as a minor remedy, I guess is so to say. But again, you can just put a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of salt in a cup of water and just rinse with it as much as you see fit. I even soak my retainers in salt water, and it helps to clean them better than anything else that I have found. It just washes away the plaque that is built up inside of my retainers, which is great. And then just going back to standard mouthwashes, typically they have dyes, they have preservatives, they have other chemicals, and then Listerine is among one of the worst things that you can use in your mouth, and it's because of how high in alcohol content it is. And so those are things that you definitely need to stray away from. Now, let's talk about foods, because a lot of times you hear, oh, don't eat anything with sugar, don't eat too many or have too much juice, don't have too many fruits throughout the day because that sugar settles on your teeth. It is not the sugar that actually causes cavities. It is, acid. It is acid that causes cavities. And so with that being said, the sugar, it does sit on your teeth, it turns into an acid and it starts to eat through. That is true, but you shouldn't cut down on your fruits, you shouldn't cut down on your sweet vegetables. Eating the actual fruit can help to remove plaque throughout the day. Constantly eating helps to remove plaque throughout the day. And then keeping hydrated helps to wash out bacteria that's forming in your mouth. So there are all kinds of things that you can do to keep up with your oral health. But I make this video because there are a lot of things that I've heard recommended since I've started working in the dental field, and as I've done research, it's just, you know, not necessary. Again, it always goes back to fluoride. Fluoride is absolutely terrible, and it is completely unnecessary. And I know a lot of people in this circle of doing toxin-free, all-natural, they go after the dyes and preservatives and everything like that, but then when it comes to oral care, it's like, oh, I don't really want to take the chance of getting cavities. You know, the ADA does recommend them, and while I still do like a lot of holistic and homeopathic things, I think I'm still going to start, you know, use my toothpaste with fluoride in it, and that's one of the worst things to use. And so anyway, I really hope that you liked this video. If you have any questions, comments, please post them down below. Be sure to give a like to the video if you liked it. Like I said, comment if you have any comments, and then be sure to subscribe to the channel. I will be listing below some sources from different research that I've done. It won't be everything, of course, but it'll be enough to get you started, and definitely, you know, research into this some more. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents in because I do have the background in the dental field. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Something extra I wanted to add in was the coconut oil pulling. So I just take my spoon, take about that much, you can see it on there, and then you want to chew it up so it turns more into a liquid form. I am done. You can see I don't have naturally unwhite teeth. I also don't have the whitest teeth possible, but I have teeth that are clean and healthy, and I'm not prone to cavities, even though I'm not using fluoride, and I haven't been using fluoride much for a couple of years now. And so anyway, you can see it's the only form of whitening that I do. Again, it's not this, it doesn't pass the tissue test, but my teeth are pretty white, and that's from the oil pulling. You don't have to have the whitening strips. And so anyway, that is it. One other thing that I forgot to mention is with eating sugary foods, sugar does not produce a happy gut, and so an unhappy gut goes up into your mouth, and that can also lead to tooth decay. If you don't have a happy flora in your stomach, healthy flora. And so you know, you don't want to ingest unhealthy processed sugars, but again, feeding your body with natural sugars in plants, in vegetables and fruit, that stuff does help to keep a healthy flora in your body. And so those things are not going to cause any more cavities than what you have unless you're not brushing. And so anyway, that is all. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I know that it's, like I said, a lot different than the other ones, but anyway, if y'all have any questions, let me know. Y'all have a great day.